Hello everyone, my name is Anna Cooke, and today I will be giving you a presentation on banking cybersecurity frameworks. Our objectives are as follows: identify 4 cybersecurity myths, improvement to current policy, and introduce 2 cybersecurity frameworks. It should come as no surprise banks and other such financial institutions are leading targets of cyber attacks. We handle some of the most sensitive information, from personal identifiable information to credit card data to personal accounts. The rise in cyber threats towards financial institutions such as our own have brought about a need for reform, with entities seeking to improve national and global security and protection for our customers from hackers. In this presentation, I will identify 4 areas our bank could improve upon to better protect ourselves from cyber attacks, as well as introducing you to 2 potential cybersecurity frameworks we may implement to secure our network even more. There are a multitude of cybersecurity myths I could have identified, but I have narrowed it down to the most relevant, which could be the most harmful to our bank. The first of these myths is cybersecurity is IT's job. Yes, we have a fantastic team of ITs, and we invest a great deal into our networking team. We have an incredibly capable Chief Information Security Officer, but the buck doesn't stop with her. Data breaches and cyber attacks affect the entire business, not just the IT department. We need to provide annual cybersecurity training to educate all of our employees on potential phishing attempts and be able to identify when an attack has occurred and the proper response to such an incident. Employees need to know if outside legal counsel is necessary, if external consult advice is required, who in public affairs needs to know the details of a sensitive breach in order to issue statements, and who their federal liaisons are for data breaches. The second myth I want to discuss is, since we are not a large bank like Wells Fargo or Navy Federal Credit Union, we are not at risk for cyber attacks. Unfortunately, this couldn't be further from the truth. In a study performed by Nationwide, smaller banks with less than $1 billion in assets made up 47% of all bank-related cybercrime between 2012 and 2017. We also account for 81% of the hacking and malware breaches in 2016. These are incredibly high numbers that could sink our bank should we become victims of a cyber attack. This takes me back to my recommendation: we train all of our employees annually so we may be more proactive against cyber threats. Our third myth is, we gain the advantage by having great cybersecurity. Security is undeniably important in today's technological age, but customers expect it. It doesn't necessarily bring us more business because we have great cybersecurity. It's just something we as a financial institution are supposed to have. Additionally, our bank isn't large enough to have cutting-edge cybersecurity technology all of the time, so it isn't feasible that we can protect from every attack. Instead, we need to be diligent and do our part to make sure we can identify when an attack is happening. Last but not least, our fourth myth: we are fine if we pass our annual security exams. Passing an annual exam means we have succeeded at doing the absolute bare minimum. These exams are meant to test if we are on par with all the other banks in the nation. It doesn't test if we are actually ready to tackle the hurdle of a malicious person attacking our network mercilessly to gain access to our financial data. Now that we have dispelled these 4 myths, you might be asking yourself, what can we possibly do to give our network security a fighting chance? In the cybersecurity community, we have a series of frameworks, or a series of documented, internationally agreed upon policies, procedures, and processes that describe how information is managed in businesses, how to potentially lower risk, and decrease vulnerability. I have pinpointed 2 frameworks to offer a solution to our cybersecurity worries, although they won't completely eliminate risk of attack. We handle small-town banking, online banking, loans, ATMs, and additional responsibilities which come with banking. We are responsible for the town's sensitive financial information, so the frameworks I have identified as being able to handle our organization's needs are the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, or the PCI DSS, and the ISO 27001/27002. Together, these two frameworks satisfy requirements in place by both the state of Virginia and the banking industry while still maintaining international cybersecurity regulations. Also, the frameworks selected help meet organizational objectives and can be fine-tuned to implement changing company policies as well as changing industry standards. The Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard was implemented in 2004 by major credit card companies such as Visa, MasterCard, Discover, JCB International, and American Express. It is utilized to secure and essentially lock down debit and credit card transactions through technical compliances from those looking to commit theft or fraud. This is ideal for banking and financial institutions as a majority of financial transactions occur through bank cards. Another reason to implement PCI DSS is because it is a step in the right direction towards complying with rapidly changing statutory requirements surrounding data privacy. Should we seek to become PCI certified, our customers can take comfort in knowing certain practices are put in place through the PCI DSS committee. Some of these practices include the installation of firewalls, antivirus software, and data encryption while in transit and at rest. Our secondary framework at our financial institution is the Information Security Standard, or ISO 27001/27002. The ISO 27001/27002 is another way our organization keeps our assets secure from ill-intentioned hands. Using these standards will help our organization manage the security of assets, such as financial information, intellectual property, employee details, or information entrusted to us by third parties. 27001 is the best known standard in providing requirements for an information security management system. This, paired with PCI DSS, provides a secure network for clients performing financial transactions online and a strong deterrent for hackers looking for easy pickings. While the ISO 27001 does not necessarily tell businesses how to use or configure their security policies, it provides a customizable guideline businesses should follow, which differs depending on the type of business implementing this particular framework. ISO 27002, you will find more detailed guidance on the application of the controls of Annex A, including areas such as policies, processes, procedures, organizational structures, and software and hardware functions. All of these information security controls may need to be established, applied, observed, then reviewed and improved where necessary to ensure that the specific established security and business objectives of the organization are met. With support from mid and top-tier management, a network team can sufficiently harden their security system and provide thorough data protection for the business itself and its clients. ISO 27001/27002 should not be the only framework in place, though. This justifies our need for our additional framework in our organization as a necessary cost. I chose the two frameworks we discussed because with them, our small bank can properly compete with other financial institutions as trustworthy, reliable, and competent. Implementing these frameworks provides a safer environment for financial transactions and proper protection of sensitive data stored within our network. This concludes my presentation, and I hope that you were able to glean some valuable information from it. If you have any further questions, please feel free to let me know. Thank you.